welcome. This is your opportunity to say a few words about the film and take any questions from the audience, and I'll run around with this microphone and hopefully we'll get it sorted out from there.
Thanks very much.
Cue Lin.
Thank you. I guess, first of all, I need to clarify, this is not a documentary, because there is no such person as Etienne Pradier. No, there is. But we submitted this film to some festivals, and then they mistakenly listed it as a documentary film. And I just got shocked because it's together with the films about refugees and people being poor. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. But this is the really good experience of me working as a filmmaker with a magician. I'll tell you a little story. That is when we were casting for the role of Vincent Legrand. We went casting for actors, and then we said, well, yeah, as long as the actors can do. I really insisted on having an actor because I need emotions. I need the script and everything. As long as he can do some tricks, that can be trained, no problem. Well, how hard can it be to it's fine. I mean, it's really easy when you see it on TV. No problem, man. So we went casting, audition, and some of the actors came up, and then they're really good. But then when I said, can you do some tricks? And they do the, pulling the finger or the coin, it's just, not great. So, but by stroke of luck, we got to see, got a chance to meet Etienne Pradier. And then his PA said, he's going to be in King's Cross for like 20 minutes. You can have a baguette with him, while waiting for his rehearsal. You can try and convince him. So we went there, and then somehow he agreed to be in the film. And then suddenly I realized, oh no, I didn't need an actor because a magician is already an actor. And that's one of my biggest enlightenments, because it's all about performance. And working with Etienne, he's so aware, conscious about where the camera is, because I guess, he needs to know where his audience are. And he was really good with lines and improvisation and things like that. So, it was a great experience. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.
Are you happy to take some questions from the audience?
I'll think about it. Okay, no, yes.
Well, don't think too long, because there's another film coming along.
Absolutely, yes.
Any
questions, please?
Run at the back. Excuse me while I run up the back there. Who had the hand up? Was it? Goldie.
I just wanted to know, your film seems to be a homage to Woody Allen. Are you a fan of Woody Allen? Or?
I didn't realize I was a fan, but I think it's the choice of music, perhaps. Where did you get the
music, the street actors?
Yes, I wouldn't want to say that I'm a really big fan, as in that wasn't thought about. I think a lot of it was down to restrictions, like budget. I mean, the idea of getting people on the streets is twofold. One is that they're free. You don't have to hire actors and pay the minimum equity. But also, we wanted to get the genuine reactions when we do tricks and stuff. But I do think that musically, it's very him, like a little bit more jazzy. And obviously, he's French. So I must put in some French lyrics and gypsy music.
Hi, how did you come up with the idea in the first place?
Long story short, I was actually a visual effects artist, and if you don't know what that is, we do impossible things on the movie screen, so like explosions, robots, and sci-fi stuff. And I realized after working in visual effects for a while, nobody said thank you to me. I feel really underappreciated, because if people see the result, if they can actually catch what you've done, then you have failed, because that means the effects are bad. It looks cheesy, or, you know, a really successful visual effects should be invisible. So I was really upset that, you know, I worked on all these films and then made visual effects for them. But then when I attend the screenings, everybody was like, well done, director. Well done, actors. Well done, makeup. And I'm like, hey, what about me? Ah, sorry, I didn't see what you did there. So that was at the point I thought, okay, I'm going to write a film. And being a visual effects guy, I didn't want any visual effects in my film. So I thought about magic, because magic is making it look like it's impossible, but then it is. That's how it came about.
Were you into magic before?
No, not particularly. I mean, of course, everybody loves to see magic and be entertained and stuff, but not into trying to do it, perform it myself. No, but I was quite intrigued by the idea that it looks so simple and it looks impossible, but it's actually, I guess, I assume, a lot of practice and a lot of technicalities. Yeah, which is quite similar to visual effects, I think. Movie magic.
How many days filming did you manage to get the whole shoot done in?
This was an extremely, I guess, what they call independent. 5 shooting days with 3 pickup days, which is to shoot something that you didn't manage to get in the 5 days. So I guess 7, 8 in total. Yes. Any other questions?
When you say you got Etienne to do it, did you see other magicians, or tell me more? You said it was an accident you met him. What was how did that happen?
Actually, we didn't. I went to Etienne Pradier's website, Etienne Pradier, FrenchMagician.co.uk. Can I plug that in? Yeah. And we contacted his PA. He was the first person we went to as far as magicians are concerned. Previously, we kept going to actors. His rate was, maybe I shouldn't say this, no. Right. I couldn't afford it to get him involved in a film. But then we sent, we wanted a French guy, because at that time we had a producer who was from Marseille, and we had the lofty idea of filming it in France, which didn't happen because we didn't have enough resources and stuff. But that's where the idea came from, that we wanted a French person. And so we contacted him. I told you the baguette thing. It didn't work out. My flight was delayed, so I didn't get to meet him. But I think that was the time when I FedExed the script to his office in Kent. And then he said, "I'll come to my office and meet me." And I'm like, yeah, of course. I love that. I put on my best suit. I put on from Primark. Yeah, you know. So I went to Kent, to Y, where he was, and we had a beer. And then he said, "Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll do it." And I said, "What? Okay. Yeah, about payment. I don't think. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll do it." And I'm like, "Wow, thank you so much." Yeah, I think this was the first time he was asked as a lead, as an actor. He explained that people has asked him for TV shows and things like that, but this is the first time he was in fiction film. So I think that was quite attractive to him, perhaps. Yeah, I guess I'll say at this point that it's quite interesting for me to work as a filmmaker with a magician, because there is so much in common, and there is so much that I think, so many stories. We've seen magic tricks being performed on TV. We've seen that. There's not a problem. But to integrate that into a narrative, I feel there's something to be explored there. So I encourage people to think about it. Yes, sir.
If you wanted to get a copy of this or download it to show someone else, where can you find it?
Oh, it's 100 quid at the back. I'll give it to you. No. It is on Vimeo.
Vimeo.
No, okay, no, it's going to be, this copy of the film is now out, it's finished, it's what we call the festival circuit, so some of the film festivals around the world has screened it, so it's now on Vimeo. What's the best way to, you know what? Yeah, we'll put a link on Facebook, brilliant. So it's on Vimeo, password free, anyone can watch it, and I encourage everybody to share it. Thank you very much. We'll talk later with a drink outside, if you have a question. Oh, I am. Her question was, what's the next project? Was there any magician who's not working here at the moment? Maybe. I'm writing at the moment. Half working, paying my bills, and half, more paying my bills, less writing. I'm writing something about superstition, unfortunately more away from magic. But there's always been an idea to make Vincent Legrand Part 2. But I don't know yet, but I welcome any suggestions. Yeah, thank you.
Just one last thing, a point
Yes.
of interest. How many people were there in your production crew?
There's John. There's David. No, I think all in all, an estimate is around 35 in all, from the top all the way to people who come in for one day, to help out, and I think we got around 35 people, and then in post production there's another 7, 8, yeah, and I think that's quite impressive. This number is not big in terms of filmmaking. I mean, there are films of even bigger budget, but I appreciate. Yeah, it was a really good time. Oh, and can I just say at this point, my producer is here as well. It's over there, Jose Newstart. Can we give her a round of applause as well? Would be good. Thank you very much, because she happens to also be my wife, so I can go back later and... Thank you very much.
That seems to be the end of the question. Can we hear one more time, please, for Q Lin?